Hi, it's Jessie with Plan with Jessie, and I'm here to do another pen video. Now, I did one video before where I showed you all of my pens, but as you can tell by the title of this video, this one I'm just going to be talking about marker pens, felt tip pens, porous pens. They go by a few different names. So, essentially, I guess felt tip pen is probably the most commonly referred to name. So these are all the different kinds that I have of these type of pen. And I just want to show you all the options that are out there across price ranges. So if you want to try this kind of pen, you have a lot of options, okay? So I guess we can start with the most recent one I got. This is by Zebra brand. It's a Sarasa porous pen, and I got this at Walgreens for 99 cents. And what kind of drew me to it was the actual outside of the pen is really kind of pretty. And I like the shape of the cap pen holder. What do you call this thing? I don't know. I think the website, when I looked it up, said it was a 0.8, but it's really fine. It's a needle tip, and I don't know that I agree that it's a 0.8, but I really do like this one. I think I will have to go back and get some more colors. I just got one because I needed to try it, and of course I picked purple because that's my favorite. Black and purple are the most commonly used colors. So yeah, so this one I like needle tip. I like a finer tip like that. I like how this one feels, and like I said, I like the cap is unique on this one. So my next more recently one is I got a package of these Staedtler Triplets Fineliner. These are 0.3. This is what the package looks like. If you saw my vlog, I got these at Staples using a $10 off a $10 purchase coupon, so I only paid about $1.75 or something like that with tax for these. And I am liking these. These are a very fine tip. Oops. That's my cat, if you can hear him. That's Giblets. So this is a much thinner tip than this one. You can tell when you're writing with it that it is a much finer tip. And these come in a lot of different colors. Well, now on the cheaper side, I have a few from Dollar Tree. Let's see here. These are all Dollar Tree. These two are the same. This one's kind of faded off because I've used it a lot. These are Pro Marks Ultra Fine 0.5s. So this is the same pen, just two different colors. Again, it's more of a needle tip. And again, it's personal preference, really, whether you like a thicker tip or a more fine tip. But I do really like these pens. I have this is a more recent purchase. I went back and got a couple more black, but like I said, I've used this one a lot, as you can tell by the fading. This came in a pack of 2 from Dollar Tree. These are Optimists fine point pen. I think they only had this in black. You can see this one is a little bit thicker of a tip. I want to say this is a 0.7. But it doesn't say on here, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't say on here. It probably said on the packaging, but that is long gone. But yeah, I like this one too. I don't quite like this one as much as this one. I think that this one writes a little bit more. This one writes better than this one. And again, these also were a pack of 2, so about 50 cents each. Then kind of a random one. This one, my mom had at her house, and she said I could have it. It's a Corporate Express Fineliner 0.4. I have no idea where it came from. She probably got it free somewhere. My dad got it free somewhere. It's another needle tip, 0.4, which is nice. It writes really dark. I really like how it writes. It was nice of her to give this to me, so I could have that one. On the a little more expensive side, this is a Pigma Micron. If you saw my other pen video, you know I have a whole bunch of the Pigma brush pens. This is the only Micron one I have. This is a 0.5 millimeter. I think I got this at a Japanese stationery store. This one is a much thicker tip. It's not a needle tip, as you can see. It's a much sort of bulkier tip. And I don't use this one as much because it is more of, whoops. I was thinking marker, so I wrote marker. It's more of a marker feel than the other ones. So I like it, and it's a very good quality pen. I just don't like how thick it is, how thick it writes. Another sort of random one. This is a Staples brand Duramark. It's very similar to some of the other ones that I've shown with the needle tip. And it doesn't write as well. I feel like this one loses a little bit when you write. See, there was some skipping. So it's not my favorite. But again, that was a fairly inexpensive one. This is a Papermate Flare. This is a medium tip. I have, I don't know, 30 colors of this. This is a very thick tip, as you can see. Now, I have a lot of these because I bought a pack on clearance after the back to school sales last year, so I will add that as a tip. If you're looking to buy pens, wait until after the back to school rush is over and they start putting their back to school supplies on sale. You might be able to get some good deals on pens. So I do use these quite a bit just because I like how they write. I like all of the colors. It is a thicker tip, so I don't use this if I'm writing notes, for example, or if I'm writing a journal page or anything like that. I wouldn't write with this. This is more to make my pages pretty and colorful, maybe for a list, but typically if I'm doing any kind of more extensive writing or note-taking, I will use a thinner tip, like something like this, just because, I don't know, it's just, I just prefer that for when I'm making a more substantial list. So this is the Le Pen. I have a pack of these as well. These are 0.3 needle tip, very fine. These are really nice. I really like these as well. The only downside for these for me is that they don't fit as well in pen loops just because they're so thin. If you have a pen loop like this, you can attach it here, but it's just loose, and I don't like that. I like a more snug fit. I don't want to have to worry about it falling. So that's the only real downside to these for me, is that they're a little thin. And also I think when writing, the thinness bothers me a little bit. I like a little more, you know, like a little hardier of a pen when I'm writing. Oh, that's just another Papermate Flare. Like I said, I have a lot. And then the last two, these are Sharpie pens. These also are not really my favorite. These are both fine tip. I don't really know why they're not my favorite. I don't think they write as darkly as I would like as part of it. Let me show you the blue one. These also are a little bit older, so that might explain why they aren't as strong. I don't know if I got a newer pack of these, maybe if they would work better, but those just aren't really my favorite. So I think if I were to rank them for making lists or writing anything of any substantial amount, I would give it to probably this one from the Dollar Tree. For making things pretty, I would go to my assortment of Papermate Flares. Keep in mind, of course, that these Staedtler Fineliners are new to me, so I haven't really gotten into a routine of using these, but I would imagine that these would work well for list making and a lot of writing as well, because they are the finer tip. So time will tell whether or not these move into my favorites. So that's it. These are all of my felt tip marker porous pen collection. What kind of pens are your favorite? Do you like gel pens, ballpoint, or are you a fan of the marker tip felt pens as well? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.